Look at the town of Sidmouth from above, and you'll see a coastal community hemmed in by steep rolling greens. Focusing on the western edge of town reveals a dense collection of nature sites quietly hiding in plain sight. This area is known locally as the Knapp and Knowle cluster. On paper, it's an administrative patchwork, carved into 8 parcels by roads and property lines. You have a local cemetery next to a town council park. Down the road, conservation land borders a large private estate. Human priorities dictate how each space is managed. This human infrastructure naturally breaks landscapes apart. Paved roads and fences fragment the environment, creating a challenge for ecosystems that rely on scale to keep populations healthy. Local wildlife is oblivious to zoning laws. To the birds, insects, and mammals moving through here, those paved barriers are secondary to the need for habitat. Understanding how this region functions requires us to look past the human borders and view this patchwork as a single, fluid wildlife territory. Formal surveys of 6 sites in this cluster documented high-quality grasslands, established woodlands, and crucial freshwater sources. However, these 6 sites are all open to the public, meaning they experience frequent disturbance from daily recreation and dog walking. That leaves 2 remaining sites in the cluster, Highfield Meadow and Manor Park. In official biodiversity records, these are largely blank spots. They remain unsurveyed because they are strictly closed to the public. Manor Park functions as a sprawling, undisturbed private sanctuary. This data shows how Manor Park links the entire cluster together. With 0 public access, it adjoins 6 other sites and has direct ecological connections to 5. Because of its central location, Manor Park provides the physical anchor for the surrounding fragmented parks. Without the stress of foot traffic, this large private estate acts as a biological battery. It provides a quiet, stable breeding ground that constantly replenishes the wildlife populations moving into the surrounding public spaces. The overall health of these well-managed public nature reserves is driven by a massive, unsurveyed estate where humans aren't allowed to go. Seen as a whole, the combination of this central hub and its surrounding spokes creates a singular, incredibly resilient supersite. Those 6 publicly accessible zones thrive despite road divisions and daily visitors because they are permanently plugged in to that undisturbed core. This reframes the definition of sympathetic land ownership. While we often associate conservation with accessibility, true protection here means maintaining the barriers that keep the public out. Rather than laying gravel paths or installing educational signs, the most effective conservation tool in this cluster is the decision to simply leave the habitat alone. The Knapp and Knowle cluster proves that the strength of a natural network is often found in the spaces humans are willing to surrender entirely to nature.